The Galactic Council had long believed that Earth was an insignificant planet, home to a species they considered primitive and easily controllable. From their massive orbiting chambers, they passed decrees and plans, confident no human force could ever resist their might. Council Representative Vorkin, a tall, imposing figure with skin like polished obsidian, smirked as he spoke to his colleagues. Earth will bend to our will. They have no fleet capable of challenging us. Deep within Earth's hidden command centers, Commander Jamin leaned over a holographic display, his brow furrowed. The humans had discovered that the Council's treaty was a lie. Communications intercepted by Lieutenant Min Seo revealed a secret plan to strip Earth of its defenses and seize their technological secrets. It was a betrayal of the highest order, and Jamin knew that inaction would mean the end of humanity. Engineer Daehyun worked tirelessly in the shipyards, coordinating the retrofitting of the fleet's warships. Each vessel was enhanced with experimental railguns, advanced shields, and stealth cloaking devices. The ships gleamed under the bright lights of the docks, ready for a war they had been preparing for in secret for decades. Daehyun glanced at the newest addition, a massive warship named the Horizon, and nodded. "She's ready, Commander." Jamin looked over the fleet, imagining the coming battle. They were outnumbered and outgunned in theory, but humans had something the Council could never predict: ingenuity. Every maneuver, every tactic, had been planned to exploit the Council's arrogance. Min Seo approached, her data tablet glowing with intercepted transmissions. "Commander, the Council has scheduled a patrol fleet to pass near Mars in 6 hours. It is their first real deployment. We could strike them before they even suspect." Jamin's eyes narrowed. Timing would be critical. They would not only have to hit hard but also avoid revealing their fleet's full strength. The humans had been underestimated for too long. It was time to show the galaxy what Earth was capable of. The Council's lies had awakened something that had been dormant for generations: the fierce, relentless determination of humanity. In the Council chamber, Vorkin's expression darkened as reports arrived. "Sensors detect anomalies near Mars," one aide reported. Vorkin waved them off. "Nothing Earth could produce. Likely an error in the readings. Maintain course. The humans are harmless." On Earth, the fleet readied itself for departure. Captain Hannah, who commanded the Horizon, stood on the bridge and looked at the crew. "Today, we fight not just for our planet, but for our right to exist. Every system we destroy, every Council ship we disable, will remind the galaxy that humans will not be controlled." The fleet moved with precision, sliding into position under the veil of the planet's shadows. Jamin's heart beat steadily, his mind focused. He could hear the hum of the engines and the faint chatter of the crew, but his thoughts were elsewhere. This was not just a strike. It was a statement. Every ship in the fleet represented decades of preparation. Thousands of engineers, scientists, and soldiers all working toward this singular goal. As they approached the Council patrol, stealth technology kept them hidden until the last moment. Min Seo transmitted coordinates and attack sequences to the fleet, and Daehyun's railguns powered up, ready to unleash their destructive force. The first salvo was calculated, precise, and devastating. Council ships were hit before they could even respond, their energy shields overloaded, and communications jammed. The Council chamber erupted in chaos. Vorkin's smug confidence shattered as screens showed multiple ships being destroyed. "This is impossible," he roared. "They should not have this technology. They cannot coordinate attacks so efficiently." Meanwhile, Jamin gave orders calmly, his voice steady. "Focus on the command vessels first. Disable their leadership and communication. Avoid unnecessary destruction. We need intelligence and leverage." Hannah's crew executed perfectly, striking with surgical precision. Council officers, once arrogant and untouchable, now scrambled to respond. The humans had anticipated their movements, using wormhole jumps and coordinated flanking maneuvers that left the Council fleet in disarray. Even the fastest Council warships could not keep up with Earth's unpredictable tactics. As explosions lit up the void, Daehyun monitored energy outputs and structural integrity. "We are taking minimal losses," he reported. The Council underestimates us at every turn. Back on the Council's central station, panic spread. Systems that were supposed to be impenetrable were failing one by one. Other species within the Council looked on in horror as the humans, a species they had scorned for centuries, turned the tide with cunning and bravery. The idea that humans could be conquered had been a lie, and now that lie was unraveling. Jaemin allowed himself a brief moment to reflect. He knew the battle was just beginning, and the Council would not give up easily. But humanity had sent a message that could not be ignored. The galaxy would remember this day. The day Earth struck back, not with mere brute force, but with intelligence, courage, and unity. Hannah looked around at her crew, pride swelling in her chest. Every human aboard every ship had given their all, ready to defend their home and assert their place among the stars. "We are human," she said quietly to herself, "and today, we show the galaxy our strength." As the first engagement concluded, the Council fleet lay in ruins, and the surviving ships retreated in disarray. Jaemin and his officers watched the aftermath with careful eyes, knowing the Council would regroup and retaliate. Yet for now, humanity had proven that it was not to be trifled with. They had struck first, struck hard, and in doing so, sent a warning across the stars. Earth would fight and humanity would prevail. Earth's hidden shipyards were a hive of activity as the humans prepared for the coming war. Massive warships glided through the dry docks, engines being tested, shields being calibrated, and weapon systems running diagnostics. Commander Jaemin walked along the observation deck of the horizon, observing the meticulous preparations. He paused beside Engineer Dae-hyun, who was supervising the installation of a new railgun on one of the fleet's destroyers. "Are the modifications complete?" Jaemin asked. Dae-hyun wiped sweat from his brow. "Almost, Commander. The stealth systems are fully integrated, and the railguns are ready for calibration. We have also improved energy efficiency for longer engagement periods." Nearby, Lieutenant Min Seo monitored communications. Her tablet displayed intercepted Council transmissions and sensor data from the fleet. "Commander, we've traced Council patrol routes. They are expecting Earth to remain passive for at least another week. We could strike sooner if needed." Jaemin nodded thoughtfully. "We will strike on our terms. Prepare the fleet for departure. Everyone must understand their role. Coordination is key. The Council expects us to be predictable. We will be anything but." In the briefing room, Captain Hannah stood before her crew, projecting a calm confidence. "This is not just a fight for survival," she said. "It is a fight to claim our place in the galaxy. Every human aboard these ships represents the hope of our species. Remember your training and trust your instincts. The Council has underestimated us for centuries. They will learn why that was a mistake." Across the fleet, engineers, pilots, and soldiers worked tirelessly. Dae-hyun moved from ship to ship, checking systems and giving last-minute orders. "The horizon is ready," he told Jaemin. "Every weapon has been tested. Shields are optimized. We leave no room for failure." Meanwhile, Min Seo analyzed Council fleet behavior. "Their tactics are rigid and predictable," she explained to Jaemin. "They rely on brute strength and overwhelming numbers. They do not anticipate humans' adaptability or coordination." Jaemin smiled slightly. "Then we use their predictability against them. Prepare simulations for multiple engagement scenarios. I want every possible outcome mapped out before we jump into Council space." The humans used advanced holographic simulations to practice attacks. Each move was analyzed, weaknesses identified, and countermeasures prepared. Young officers like Park Ji-hoon and Lee Soo-jin quickly grasped the strategies, their excitement for the upcoming battle tempered by the gravity of the mission. As the final hours before departure approached, families of fleet members gathered in hidden stations, watching their loved ones prepare for war. The human resolve was evident everywhere. From the shipyards to the command decks, everyone understood the stakes. Earth was not just fighting for survival. It was fighting for respect, for recognition, and for a future where humans were never underestimated again. When the fleet finally assembled in the outer orbit of Earth, The ships gleamed in the sunlight. Commander Jamin walked along the bridge of the horizon one last time, inspecting the crew. He nodded to Captain Hannah. "All systems green?" "Green across the board, Commander," Hannah replied. "The crew is ready and morale is high. We leave nothing to chance." Minasio's voice came over the comms. "Council patrols detected in Sector 5. They are moving faster than predicted. They may reach Mars in 2 hours." Jamin considered the information carefully. "Prepare for engagement. We will strike before they know we are here. Alert all ships. Maintain stealth until final approach." The fleet moved silently, slipping past planetary shadows and sensor grids. Using advanced cloaking and timing maneuvers, they positioned themselves near the Council patrol route without detection. The tension on each bridge was palpable, but each human remained focused and calm. They had trained for this, and every system had been tested to its limits. Daehyun monitored energy outputs and recalculated weapon power levels. "Everything is stable. Shields and weapons are synchronized. We are ready, Commander." Jamin gave the final order. "Prepare to fire on my command. We strike as one. Synchronize all systems. The Council will not see us coming until it is too late." As the fleet lay in wait, the Council patrol approached, moving confidently through the void. They believed in their superiority, unaware that humans were ready to challenge them in ways they could never predict. From the bridge of the horizon, Jamin watched the patrol through the main viewport, his heart steady and mind focused. 3 minutes to engagement, Minesio reported. "Coordinates locked. Weapons systems ready." Jamin nodded, taking a deep breath. "Now is the time. Fire all railguns on my mark. We hit first, we hit hard, and we show the galaxy that Earth is not defenseless." The human fleet launched their attack with precision. Railguns fired in coordinated volleys, striking the Council patrol with deadly accuracy. Explosions flared in the void as ships were disabled or destroyed. The Council officers, caught off guard, scrambled to respond, but humans anticipated their maneuvers. Warp jumps, flanking maneuvers, and tactical feints left the Council fleet in chaos. On the horizon, Hannah's crew executed orders flawlessly. Weapons officers adjusted targeting, engineers monitored systems, and pilots maneuvered through debris with skill honed by years of training. Jamin directed the attack with calm authority, each command precise and deliberate. Back on Earth, news of the initial strike reached command centers. Citizens watched in awe as the humans struck decisively. It was not just a military victory. It was a statement to the entire galaxy. Humanity had awakened, and it would no longer accept being dismissed or underestimated. Minesio observed the Council's responses on her tablet. "They are disorganized and panicked," she said. "They did not expect an attack of this scale. Their communication is failing." Daehyun smiled, pride in his voice. The modifications worked. Every system performed perfectly. The Council underestimated human engineering, human strategy, and human courage. As the battle concluded, the human fleet withdrew slightly, giving the Council survivors a moment to assess the damage. Jamin knew this was only the beginning. The Council would retaliate, and the next engagements would be even more dangerous. But for now, humanity had taken the first decisive step. They had shown that they could fight, that they could win, and that they would no longer be seen as inferior. Hannah stood on the horizon's bridge, watching the retreating Council vessels. "We have made our mark," she said quietly, "and the galaxy will remember this day." Jamin placed a hand on her shoulder, his expression resolute. "Yes, Captain, this is just the beginning. The Council lied, and now they will pay the price. Earth has awakened, and the humans will not be stopped." The human fleet glided silently through the darkness of space, cloaked by their advanced stealth systems. Commander Jamin stood on the bridge of the horizon, watching the stars blur past as they approached the Council patrol fleet. Captain Hannah and her officers moved with precision, ready for the attack. Every human aboard every ship understood the importance of this mission. The galaxy was about to witness the true power of Earth's fleet. Lieutenant Minesio analyzed the Council fleet movements. Commander, their patrol is forming a V-shaped formation. If we target the center, we can disrupt their coordination and cause maximum confusion, she suggested. Jaemin nodded. Good. Prepare all ships for synchronized attack. We hit simultaneously from multiple directions. The Council will not know what hit them. Engineer Daehyun monitored the energy outputs and weapon systems. Railguns are charged and ready, Commander. Shields are at full capacity. We can execute the plan without any malfunctions. The humans approached their target with careful precision. The Council ships, confident and unaware, continued their patrol. They had no idea the humans had tracked their movements and planned this ambush down to the last detail. The first salvo would be decisive. Jaemin took a deep breath. All units engage on my mark. 3, 2, 1, fire. Explosions lit up the darkness of space as the human railgun struck. Council ships shuddered under the impact, energy shields failing, engines exploding. Chaos spread across the Council fleet. Their officers shouted orders, but it was too late. Humans had anticipated every move, countering every tactic with precision and cunning. Hannah directed her ship skillfully, weaving through debris and firing at vulnerable targets. Target the command vessel, she ordered. Take out their leadership, and the rest will fall into disarray. On board the Horizon, Jaemin coordinated the fleet's maneuvers. They used wormhole jumps and flanking strategies to outmaneuver the Council ships. Every human ship acted in perfect synchronization, each crew member knowing exactly what to do without hesitation. The Council had underestimated human adaptability and coordination, and it was costing them dearly. Lieutenant Minesio monitored Council communications. Commander, they are trying to call for reinforcements, but their signals are scrambled. They can't communicate effectively with each other. Jaemin allowed himself a small smile. That is the advantage of human strategy. We strike hard and fast, then vanish before they can respond. Keep pressure on them. Do not allow them to recover. Engineer Daehyun adjusted energy levels to maximize railgun efficiency. We can maintain this assault for another hour without exhausting our reserves, he reported. The Council will not survive sustained attacks at this level. Council Representative Vorkin watched in disbelief as their fleet was torn apart. This is impossible. How can humans coordinate so effectively? Their technology cannot match ours, he shouted. Panic spread through the command center as more ships fell to the human assault. Meanwhile, on the Horizon, Hannah's crew executed boarding maneuvers on crippled Council vessels. Small teams of soldiers moved quickly through zero-gravity corridors, disabling systems and capturing valuable intelligence. Every successful boarding provided humans with critical knowledge of the Council's weaknesses. Jaemin directed the fleet to consolidate their gains. Focus on surviving ships. Disable their weapons but capture as many as possible. We need intelligence to prepare for the Council's counterattack. The Council fleet, now in full retreat, scattered in all directions. Humans pursued selectively, taking care not to overextend. The precision of the assault had left Council ships in chaos, with many destroyed and the survivors unable to regroup. Hannah observed the battlefield from the bridge of the Horizon. We've crippled their command structure. The remaining forces will be leaderless and disorganized. This victory will send a message across the galaxy. Lieutenant Minesio compiled the data from the battle. Commander, the Council is reeling. Their ships are damaged, and their morale is shattered. Other species within the Council are questioning their leadership. They did not expect humanity to strike with such force and intelligence. Daehyun reviewed weapon system performance. All systems held up perfectly. Our strategy worked exactly as planned. The Council never saw it coming. Jaemin allowed himself a brief moment to reflect. Humanity had won the first major battle, but the war was far from over. The Council would not forgive such a humiliation. They would regroup, call reinforcements, and plan retaliation. Still, humans had shown that they were not to be underestimated. Their ingenuity, courage, and teamwork had turned the tide. The Horizon and the rest of the fleet regrouped at a safe distance. Jaemin addressed his officers. Today we proved our strength. But this is only the beginning. The Council will respond and we must be ready. Prepare reports for intelligence and maintenance. We strike again when the opportunity comes. Hannah looked at her crew, pride in her eyes. We have made history today. The galaxy will remember that humans are not passive. We are a force to be reckoned with. As the fleet moved back toward Earth's outer orbit, Jaemin considered the implications. Humans had demonstrated that they could fight on equal terms with the Council, and more importantly, that they could win. The victory was a statement. Earth would not be controlled, and humans would no longer be dismissed as weak or insignificant. Min-SEO smiled at the data streaming across her screens. The Council's plans are in disarray. We have the advantage, Commander. We must use it wisely. Jaemin nodded. Yes, this is the start of humanity's rise. The Council lied to the galaxy, but we have shown the truth. Earth is strong. Humans are united. And we will continue to fight for our place among the stars. The Council's forces were in chaos. Ships that had once been symbols of fear and power were now drifting helplessly, their systems failing, their crews in disarray. Commander Jaemin watched from the bridge of the Horizon as the remnants of the Council fleet attempted to regroup. He knew the humans had to press their advantage, striking swiftly before the Council could organize a counterattack. Captain Hannah directed her ship with precision. Target the remaining warships and disable their weapons. We will capture as many as possible for intelligence. Avoid unnecessary destruction, she ordered. Every crew member followed her commands, their training evident in every maneuver. Lieutenant Min-SEO monitored the Council's communications, which were filled with panic and confusion. Commander, their leadership is fractured. Some species within the Council are questioning orders. Their fleet morale is collapsing. Jaemin nodded. This is the moment we take control. Focus on the command vessels and supply lines. Break their structure entirely. Humanity cannot allow them to regroup. Engineer Daehyun adjusted energy outputs to maintain optimal performance. All systems stable. Shields and weapons fully operational. We can continue the assault without risk of failure. The humans executed a series of precise attacks. Council warships, once confident and intimidating, fell one by one. The human fleet moved like a single organism, coordinated and relentless. The Council could not anticipate the human strategies, which were adaptive and unpredictable. Amid the chaos, Captain Hannah led a boarding team onto a disabled Council vessel. Soldiers moved through zero-gravity corridors, securing control rooms and retrieving valuable data. Each successful mission provided the humans with more insight into the Council's weaknesses and technology. Jaemin directed the fleet to expand their control over nearby systems. Secure strategic points and disable Council communications. We will leave no space for them to rebuild their fleet, he commanded. The fleet executed flawlessly, using advanced sensors and tactics to dominate the battlefield. Back at the Council's central station, Representative Vorkin struggled to maintain order. How can this be? Humans are supposed to be inferior. They cannot coordinate at this level. Panic and frustration spread through the command chambers as more Council ships were captured or destroyed. Meanwhile, on the Horizon, Hannah's crew continued to disable remaining Council vessels. Each move was precise, minimizing human casualties while maximizing damage to the enemy. The humans were methodical, showing both restraint and efficiency. Lieutenant Min-SEO reported, "Commander, the Council is sending out distress signals, but few ships are responding. Their coordination is collapsing. Other species within the Council are starting to negotiate secretly." Jaemin considered this carefully. We must be ready for any counterattack. Humanity has the upper hand, but we cannot be complacent. Prepare contingency plans for all remaining Council forces. Daehyun monitored the fleet's energy reserves and weapon efficiency. We are in excellent condition, Commander. The Council cannot withstand prolonged engagement with our current advantage. The battle continued for hours. The human fleet moved with precision, disabling Council weapons, capturing ships, and securing control of key systems. Each victory was a statement to the galaxy. Earth would no longer be ignored or underestimated. Humans had the courage, intelligence, and unity to take on a council that had ruled the stars for centuries. Captain Hannah addressed her crew. Every action we take sends a message. We are not here to destroy blindly, but to show that humans will not bow to oppression. Today, the galaxy sees our strength and our honor. Jaemin directed the fleet to consolidate their gains. Maintain control over captured vessels and systems. Gather intelligence and repair our ships. We must be ready for the Council's next move. The surviving Council forces attempted a retreat, but the humans anticipated their route. The Horizon and accompanying ships intercepted them, disabling their engines and forcing surrenders. The Council could only watch in disbelief as their empire began to crumble under human determination. Lieutenant Minacio compiled battle data and sent reports back to Earth. Commander, the Council's operational capacity is severely reduced. We have captured key technology and leadership. Their fleet morale is shattered. Jaemin allowed himself a moment of satisfaction. Humanity had achieved a decisive victory, but he knew this was not the end. The Council would seek revenge, and humans had to be vigilant. Still, the battle had proven one undeniable fact. Humans were a force that the galaxy could not ignore. Hannah looked at the crew on the horizon. We have shown our power, our strategy, and our unity. The galaxy now knows that humans are capable of incredible feats. Daehyun nodded, pride in his voice. Our preparation, technology, and courage have brought us here. The Council underestimated humans, and that was their greatest mistake. Jaemin addressed the fleet, his voice steady and commanding. Today, we have broken the Council's hold over the galaxy. We have shown that humans are clever, brave, and united. This is only the beginning. We will continue to fight for our place and ensure that Earth is respected. The Council lied, but humanity has proven the truth. We are strong, we are intelligent, and we will not be stopped. The galaxy was in shock. News of Earth's decisive victories against the Council had spread faster than any fleet could travel. Commander Jaemin stood on the bridge of the horizon, gazing at the view of captured Council ships being escorted to Earth. Captain Hannah stood beside him, her expression a mix of pride and relief. The humans had achieved what many thought impossible. They had shattered the Council's authority and proven that Earth was a force to be reckoned with. Lieutenant Minacio monitored the communications channels. Commander, the Council representatives are sending out desperate messages to other systems. Some are requesting peace talks, while others are offering alliances. They have realized they cannot control humanity by force. Jaemin nodded. Prepare a response. We will show strength but offer terms of cooperation. Humanity does not seek unnecessary destruction. We seek respect and security. Engineer Daehyun walked past, checking systems on the horizon. All captured Council vessels are stable. We can integrate their technology and improve our fleet. This victory will make Earth a dominant force in the galaxy. Hannah addressed the fleet over the comms. Every crew member aboard these ships has shown courage, intelligence, and determination. The Council underestimated humans, and that was their greatest mistake. We have shown that Earth will not bow to threats or lies. As the fleet moved through the galaxy, they secured key star systems previously controlled by the Council. Each operation was precise, minimizing casualties and focusing on establishing order. Humans demonstrated that their goal was not conquest for greed but stability, respect, and protection of their home. Jaemin reflected on the journey. From the moment they discovered the Council's lies to the successful campaigns in space, humanity had relied on intelligence, courage, and unity. Each officer and crew member played a crucial role. From Lieutenant Minacio's quick thinking in communications to Engineer Daehyun's enhancements to the warships, every human contribution mattered. The Council attempted to regroup, but their fleet was fractured, and many of their key officers had surrendered or fled. Vorkin's once commanding presence had been reduced to desperate attempts at negotiation. The humans had not only defeated their fleet, but had also shattered the Council's authority and morale. Hannah observed the galaxy from the bridge. Systems that once feared the Council now look to Earth for leadership. We have changed the balance of power. Jaemin gave the order to establish communications with newly allied species. Show them that humanity seeks partnership, not domination. Our strength is a guarantee of peace, but we will defend ourselves fiercely if challenged. Lieutenant Min Seo sent the messages, carefully wording terms that emphasized cooperation and mutual benefit. The Council has lied to the galaxy for centuries. Humans value honesty, courage, and unity. Those who wish to ally with us will find strength and protection. Engineer Dae-hyun continued to work on integrating captured Council technology. This will make our fleet even stronger, Commander. We can improve shields, engines, and weapons. The Council's own ships will now serve to strengthen humanity's defense. As the fleet returned to Earth, citizens watched with awe and pride. Humanity had proven itself not only capable of defending its home, but also of asserting a presence in the galaxy that demanded respect. The stories of bravery, strategy, and ingenuity spread across planets, inspiring humans and allies alike. Jaemin stood on the bridge of the horizon, looking at the fleet assembled in Earth's orbit. Today, we have secured our place among the stars. The Council lied, but humanity's truth has been revealed. We are clever, brave, and united. No force can underestimate Earth again. Hannah nodded. Our journey is not over, but we have shown that humans are capable of extraordinary feats. The galaxy knows now that we will defend ourselves and our home with intelligence, courage, and unity. The fleet prepared for long-term presence across strategic sectors. Humans established bases and alliances with systems that had once been under the Council's control. Training programs began for interstellar cooperation, combining human ingenuity with allied species knowledge. Earth had become a beacon of hope and strength. Jaemin reflected on the lessons of the war. Humans had been underestimated because of their small numbers and apparent technological inferiority. Yet through preparation, creativity, and unwavering resolve, they had overcome a far superior opponent. Humanity's strength lay not only in its weapons but in its people's determination to survive and thrive. Hannah addressed the crew one last time before their return. Every decision, every action has mattered. Humans have shown that courage, intelligence, and unity can overcome any obstacle. Remember this day and continue to uphold these values in all future challenges. As the horizon and the rest of the fleet entered Earth's orbit, the citizens cheered. Humanity had achieved an unprecedented victory, and the galaxy had witnessed the rise of Earth as a dominant power. The Council's lies had been exposed, and humans had proven that no force could suppress their will or ingenuity. Commander Jaemin stood silently, looking at Earth below. We have struck back and we have won, but our journey continues. The galaxy is vast, and humans will face many challenges. Yet with courage, intelligence, and unity, we will prevail. Today, Earth has shown its strength, and the galaxy will never forget it. The humans aboard the fleet knew that their story was only beginning. They had fought against lies, deceit, and a powerful adversary, and emerged victorious. Earth had awakened, and humanity would continue to shine as a force of resilience, ingenuity, and courage among the stars.